Okay. Well, anyway, guys, we are live with the first episode of Authors and Adventures, Season 1. We are having some technical difficulties, but what would be an online show without at least some surprises? I'm your host, Michael Roberti of Willow Wraiths Press. With me today, I have a collection of authors and adventurers. First, we're going to introduce Andrew Meredith. Andrew, tell us about yourself and your character.
I'm an author, an epic fantasy author of epicness. I have 3 series out so far. I have the Collation Saga epic fantasy. Needle and Leaf is a Slavic fantasy series about a man and a boy on the road. And Quaint Creatures is my new cozy fantasy about a giant who owns a magical pet shop and used to be a dungeon inspector and still does that on the side. And I, today, am going to be playing Cassian Aeroth, who is a judge / paladin of law.
Excellent. And Bill Adams is with us today as well. Bill, tell us a little bit about yourself and your work.
I'm Bill Adams, and I write adult and middle grade fantasy. So adult, I have a book series coming out in July called The Godblood's Tragedy. And then with my guy down below me on the screen, Mr. Dewey Conway, we wrote a middle grade fantasy, which it's not going to show up because I got a green screen, but it's called The Tenacious Tale of Tana the Tender Sword. And it's got a green cover, so that's why it's all fancy and not showing up. There you go. Thank you, Dewey.
All right.
The character that I'm playing, I guess, is Dad Bod the Goblin Keeper, who is a Reachman. And that's me.
Excellent. All right. Go ahead with Dewey. Dewey, introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Dewey Conway. I am a co-author of a middle grade book, Tana, The Tenacious Tale of Tana the Tender Sword, with Bill, who is above me. There we are. And for tonight, I am playing a what is this? A mage of the College of Luthen. And I've named him Gallahan Gibby. So I don't know, but if that fits, but it fits for me, so that's all that matters. And I'm excited to be here.
I love it. And then we have my good friend Jonathan Shortsleeve, a close collaborator of mine from basically the start of this world. Shortsleeve, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your experience with this world.
Well, I apparently am the only author, the only person here with Mike, and went through the early stages of building the world. Been playing D&D since I was about 12. I'd like to say some input on the world, Mike, but
for sure.
I've loved it, and it's become the standard world that I DM in, and I've been DMing in this world for about a decade now. For this, I will be playing Rageclaw, and that's as much as you'll know for now.
Oh, excellent. Very mysterious. Well, guys, I'm your host, Michael Roberti. I am also the DM of our first episode. I wrote the Crown and Tide series. Right now, I've got the Traitors We Are, book 1 out. After that, I released a prequel novella called The Revenge of Thousands, which this current campaign that we're doing is set 20 years before. After that, I released about 2 months ago a Grave for Us All, book 2 of the Crown and Tide series. And I'm still working on a few other things, namely Until Worms Remain, Crown and Tide book 3. And you can find those books on Amazon or Silverstone's books. So I'm going to go ahead and start us off. Normally, this is where I transfer us over to the DM, but since I am the DM, I'm going to read a little bit of a description for those of you like Dewey who may not be familiar with my work. All right. The world we're looking at is called Aithe. Aithe is a world where writing disappears when the person that wrote it dies, whether it's ink or stone. Written in language is impermanent. Why? No one knows. Well, I do, but I'm not sharing until Crown and Tide number 15. That's a joke because I'm not going past 3. We're done after 3. Anyway, our adventure today takes place in the kingdom of Harfall. The Midland tribes were conquered roughly 200 years ago by a mysterious invading force, and since then have been ruled by the descendants of a person that is more myth than man, Tristan Michelson. The current situation is this: a charismatic and ruthless figure has risen up to leadership among the tribes of the Aragon Reach, a minority population in the kingdom that have never fully embraced their subjugation. Ordan Oberlan, the chief of the missing tide of the Aragon Reach, has expanded his control now of the Liar's Tide. It is upon the death of his first wife, marrying the daughter of the chief of the Storm Tide, solidifying his control of all three tides, three of the 5 tribes of the Reach. Our party has been summoned to a tavern in the Crownlands, each with the promise of something that seemed out of reach. All right. So, to set the scene, it's a noisy tavern. You've all been promised that if you guys go here, you'll get something you want. Whether that's something for your group of paladins, whether that's something for the College of Luthen, or whether that's something personal. We have all 4 of you guys doing different things. I've already talked to Andrew about this, and his character is Cassian is over in the kitchen arguing with the innkeeper's wife about how to make pancakes better. Her cakes taste like hot warmed over trash, and Andrew is showing her what's what. Dad Bod, what are you currently doing in the tavern as you wait for your benefactor to show up?
Eating porridge.
That would be a good way to start things. It is a superfood. So we have Dad Bod eating porridge, just kind of, filling his gut, trying to get strong. What are we doing? Gallahan.
I am standing next to the fire, warming my hands because they're cold, and I need warm hands.
That is true. Warm hands are very useful when doing magic of any type. All right, and actually, Shortsleeve, I'm going to have you walk in with the benefactor because, as we've discussed, you may have closer ties. All right, so the tavern is really rowdy. It's a very, imagine like a wooden log cabin that once was a home and has been retrofitted to be a cabin. There's a second story. There's also a cellar. The bartender is a really gruff-looking Reachman. He's got very dark red hair. You guys have not heard him say a single word that is not profanity. In walks a man who motions to all 3 of you in different areas and points to a table in the back. Behind him, Shortsleeve, describe what your character looks like.
Question before I do that, Mike.
Sure.
Can you put a little more detail into the interior of the room? How big of a room are we talking?
We're talking about the size of a small house. So basically, I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant like this, but like there are smaller rooms that probably about 4 small rooms, and there are tables in each of the rooms. So it's kind of hard to see around who's there. It does seem like there's a lot of people there. Like there's probably between 50 and 20 people.
Structurally, is there a central column or anything?
The walls converge to a central point.
Okay. All right. Well, Urt Rageclaw is small for a half-orc. He's about 5'5", and slimly built. He is, Mike, did you give me leather armor? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He's wearing black studded leather armor. And he is following his benefactor closely behind him, keeping his flank.
And as you guys arrive at the table that he selected, it's the only table in the room, and there are enough chairs for all of you. It seems like it's been cleared out so that there's not a whole lot of interference. He snaps at the daughter of the innkeeper who's working as the waitstaff, who then goes and fills several cups with water and just basic stuff. So if you guys want to bring any food or drinks with you, it doesn't seem like he's going to provide any. But what he does is he sits down and kind of motions for you without saying a word and flips his hood down. He has kind of a brownish orange hair, not Reachman hair. And he is a squat little man with an ugly face and a that sort of personality that, despite his stature and despite the fact that he is not attractive, kind of commands the room. As you sit down, he says, "It took a lot to make this happen. In fact, I'm afraid that we already may be compromised. You may have heard of my reputation. I'm Frieder Hammerston. I am somebody who works closely closely with the nobility of Harfall, and there are some concerns that we have about the happenings in the Reach. I have my associate Ert here. Ert is somebody who gets things done. And that is one of the things I respect most about people. You three are also people who seem to be able to get things done. I've chosen you all specifically because I think that, one, you can get me what I want, but more than that, I can get you what you want. And here's what I want. Ordan Oberlan has been causing trouble for the last 15 years. Everything he does somehow finds a way to benefit him, raise him up to power, and it takes away from the control of the crown and the tides. What we need is either him to go away, and you can decide what that means, but it needs to not be traced back to the crown, or we need to sabotage his relationship with Saris, the daughter of the chief of the Stormtide. If you can cause a war between the Stormtide and the Missing Tide, that would also be a success, as would Ordan's death. He takes out a scrap of paper and he slides it on the table. It is a signature that reads Ordan Oberlan. I have more than one of these. Don't ask how I got them. It took a lot of figuring. You will know you're successful if the signature disappears. I have another copy. The man does not write a lot. It cost me a lot to get this. Do you guys have any questions about what I'm asking you to do?
Sir, I think it would be good for the group to know that you're going to follow through on your promises. I'm going to slide a blank piece of paper to him and a quill. If you would write something for them to keep as well. That way they know that counterstrikes haven't happened.
I see. So that ensuring my survival, he writes his name, Frieder Hammerston. Well, this is one of the reasons I also had you meet in Dadbod, the Goblin Keeper's homeland of the Crownlands. Unlike the other tribes of the Reach, you may find allies here. I don't know if you want to try to muster support before you go to the Missing Tide. I don't know what you plan to do. If I knew that, I wouldn't have asked you here. Do you have any further questions?
I have support wherever I go. Where there is justice, I have support.
Question, Judge. How can we trust one with a zeal such as yours?
Why would you not trust me? Justice,
because of the things we might do.
Justice is good, and I bring it wherever I go. Who would ever distrust justice?
People in hats like yours.
Here's the thing. You all do not need to get along. In fact, I would prefer it if you didn't. I would really prefer it if you guys did not become good friends after this and go marauding around the world, finding treasure and rescuing princesses and killing dragons, because this is not this kind of setting. But anyway, what I want to say is this. As he's about to talk, all of a sudden you hear, and there's a scream, and all of a sudden there's a big ruckus happening. A brouhaha, if you will.
I'd like to stealth.
Okay, roll the stealth.
Can I roll with my athletics? Is that what that means?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. What are you going to do with your athletics? So Shortsleeve, I'm assuming that you're kind of hiding.
So I hear a ruckus start, and I'm going to press myself against the back of the wall opposite the rest of the tavern.
Okay, I got you. So you're just kind of observing. All right. And so, Bill, what are you doing? Or sorry, Dadbod, what are you doing?
Dadbod, get it right.
Dadbod, the Goblin Keeper. What are you doing with your athletics?
Well, I want to roll under a table and save my porridge because I need that for later.
All right. With a 19, you grab that porridge, roll with it. The porridge kind of lifts up with gravity and it goes back into the bowl. And you land with a spoon.
Yeah, I save it.
Gallahan and Cassian, are you guys going to do anything?
I'm going to stride out into the main room.
Okay, I will come back to you.
Behind him, using him as a shield.
Excellent. And Gallahan,
I
what
have a
what do we got
shield.
for you?
Well, and I'm going to stand back with Ert and kind of save my hide. All right. Isn't that what you're doing? Ert?
He's following.
No. So as he's striding into the room, I'm basically going to hide behind him and follow him into the room.
Okay. Yeah. I'm I want to be observing, but cautiously and a little flustered.
As Ert goes, Frieder pulls on his sleeve. I can't be seen here. You all need to get me out of here without me being seen. There are too many people here. I chose it because this is neutral territory.
Sir. When have I not?
Yeah. So, for this part of the mission, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with role-playing games, I'm going to put a special rule into place. And the special rule is Frieder cannot be seen. So if somebody takes special notice of him, you guys are going to lose something. You're not going to lose the game, but you're going to lose something. If he's not seen, I'm going to give you a boon when it comes to further scenarios. All right. As you walk out, Cassian, what do you do?
I say, I told you to wait until the bubbles formed before you flip that jack.
You look out, and there are about 15 to 20 people just fighting each other, just going at it. There's people are glassing each other. The bartender is unfazed by this. He's just kind of like cleaning something up. Like somebody throws something, he dodges his neck. But it looks like whatever set them off, they're all very, very angry.
I would like to whisper in Cassian's ear. Do you have the charisma to command many people?
Of course I do.
Fantastic. Get ready. Mike, I would like to throw 100 ball bearings down across the people fighting.
100 ball bearings go and just spread out into this section of the tavern.
Do people start falling over?
I'm going to roll. Hold on one second.
Fantastic.
Where'd you get those ball bearings?
I had them on my person. Leave me alone.
No, I want to know where you get them from. We need those in the Reach.
Yeah, that's so true. This is like an opulent display of wealth.
I know. All we got are wooden spoons and
just flexing
porridge.
on the Reach.
I'm going to look back, point at you. After this, those are mine. Do you understand me?
Okay. You can have them.
But
I get one.
Do you just spend your time using an aluminum foil and rolling them into balls in your spare time?
You got aluminum foil too?
Man, what opulence.
Man, the Reach. No wonder we can't get along.
Yeah. Shortsleeve, a lot of people fall over. A lot of them were already falling over due to violence and alcohol. Mm-hmm. You do notice that a few of them pick up the ball bearings and put them in their pockets after they fall.
Mike,
I got him.
Clap Cassian on the back and say, now, the person I see putting them in their pocket, I'm going to jump on top of them with a dagger to his throat.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I would like to yell out, everyone quiet down. And I would like to use intimidation for that, please.
Okay, go ahead. All right. For those of you who are here, we have our first critical failure of this game. What I've decided is all critical failures will be decided by the audience. First person to go into the chat and give me something that happens when he tries to intimidate, that is what happens.
I don't like this, Mike.
I knew you wouldn't. That's why I didn't tell you about it ahead of time. So again, we are looking for a first person in the comments with something that could happen because he failed to intimidate. If I don't get anything, that's fine. I'll wait about another 30 seconds till I make something up that's going to be way worse than whatever it is you guys come up with.
Oh, Mike.
Come on, Tim. Oh, Dave. No.
Okay, wow. Okay. Dad bod. It just got really serious in here. You were listening, and nobody else is intimidated by this. Everybody else is like, "Who? Get out of here! You're not from here. We don't care about you." The porridge.
I saved the porridge, but I didn't save my pants.
Yeah, you are now. You now have a disadvantage to social checks until you are able to clean yourself.
Okay.
Wow,
well, that's good because I don't want to be social with anybody anyway.
All right. Frater
yeah.
is going to try to do something real quick. Okay. He moves behind you and he's kind of sneaking to the side, trying to use you as a distraction. All right. What do you guys do?
I still have my knife to a guy's throat. I don't know what you
Yeah, I
do.
have to go clean my drawers off.
Okay.
Can I use my athletics to like do that in acrobatic away?
Just like a middle schooler who had an accident, yes, you can.
Yeah, how do I do that? Do I click on it? Acrobatics.
Yeah, you just click on it. Yeah, you just click on it.
I'm gonna do acrobatics. I don't know what happened.
That's actually a pretty decent roll. You just kind of like do a backwards flip to like where there is like the coat change
The
room
towel.
because
There's a towel.
yeah, there's a towel. For some reason, some people coat check their pants. Hopefully they're your size. We'll find out. Short sleeve, the guy is going to struggle against you and he's going to try to grapple you.
If he tries to grapple me, I'm just going to cut his throat.
He's going to try to, let's do opposing strengths.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 natural. All right.
Fair.
Short sleeve. He doesn't grapple you because it was just opposing strengths, but the knife is no longer at his throat. Gallahan, what are you going to do in this situation?
Well, we need to get the benefactor out, right? That's
Yes,
what we're doing.
That is the main mission.
Yeah. So I really, the magic that I use is the thread magic.
Yes.
Yes.
For those of you who are unaware, he's
I'm doing this.
a mage of the College of Luthen. In this world, magic is seen by those who are adept as threads that connect things together.
And so with these threads, I would like to increase our probability of him getting them out. Like maybe, the getting a closed shut window to open automatic so we can get him out or something. We need to get him out. Get him out.
I think you have mage hand. So what I'd like you to do is roll an Arcana check, and we're going to say that you use the mage hand cantrip.
Okay, so I'm going to click Arcana.
Okay. The mage hand starts lifting the window. It's a little bit stuck. Obviously, it has not been cleaned in ever since this was built.
Yeah, so I figured. Covered in an inch of grime.
Grime. Yeah. There's okay. I'm gonna roll for the riot and see what's happening with them. They rolled an 11. They're rioting, but it's not getting worse. It's not getting better.
Are people still slipping on ball bearings?
Oh, dude, yeah. People are severely concussed from falling down because of these ball bearings. However, more are going into pockets. They are really like this is like both like the worst day of their life and the best day of their life.
Well, I have changed my pants and got new pants on.
Okay.
Luckily from the coat check, and I am now throwing the porridge into the group of ball bearing riding people and pulling Frater into the coat check room so we can get into the out the back window.
Perfect. All right. So,
do I have to roll something for that?
Just
Is that
athletic.
animal handling? Should I say animal handling because Frater's an animal?
You know what? Go ahead.
Yeah, let's
I'll
try
allow it. Oh!
I don't know. Where's this coming up at? I don't even know where it's all coming up at.
It's on the chat. You rolled a 2. You rolled a 2 out of 20. So you think the best thing to do is to treat you. If you click the two speech bubbles on roll 20, if you look at like where the journal is and go over to the left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So you try to treat like you've raised wild coyotes or wolves or something your entire life. You're like, you know what? This situation is exactly like when the coyotes get in the hen house. However, you get so excited by that, you throw the porridge and it lands directly on Frater's head. Frater now has the status lightly scalded.
He's lightly scalded. Well, I mean,
Lightly scalded.
Hey, as long as his face is okay, his mouth.
Hey, there you go.
He's still
his moneymaker.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's okay.
Let's go to Cassian. Cassian.
Yes.
What are you doing now?
I am going to begin to bang my spear against my shield while I begin to channel divinity, and it starts to glow white.
Okay.
to silence the room.
Roll me either a persuasion or intimidation, something
Okay.
social of that nature.
Yep.
Now, remember, I did not say this at the beginning. All 4 of our players have a secret special skill that they can use for a one-time critical success. I've told them what it is and what it is called and what situations it can be used in. However, if they do this, I also get something that will be a complication that happens later.
All right. All right. Intimidation. 12.
All right.
Modified.
What's the second number mean?
Oh, you don't worry about that. That's if you had advantage or disadvantage. In advantage, you get the highest roll, and disadvantage, you get the lowest roll.
So obviously we want to get a high number in this when we roll.
Yes.
Is that the point? Yeah. Okay.
What do we get if we're not disadvantaged?
You just get the first number.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, the first number, unless you are advantaged or disadvantaged.
Got it.
So we have Andrew rolled a 12. I'm not going to reveal what the riot rolled. They have slightly calmed down. They're still fighting each other, but they're kind of like staring at the spear as they punch. Like, that's going to be a problem. Let's go back to Shortsleeve. Shortsleeve, what are you doing? You are in a grapple with, or not grapple, but you are in the position where you could be grappled, and the knife is no longer at that man's throat.
Where's our Lord?
He
In
is
heaven.
he's still in the room that you guys were originating in. Bill Dadbot tried to grab him into the coat check, but he is like he's not at risk of being discovered at the moment, but he also hasn't really stepped into the fray yet.
And he's also covered in porridge.
He is lightly scalded.
These men that are fighting, tavern brawling, just commoners.
Yeah, it's a bunch of men and women from the Reach. And you actually can even hear the tavern owner saying, like, I knew when the 2 families showed up that this was going to happen. Every single Friday, this happens. Every single Friday. Shortsleeve, did you freeze?
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
But it's not a good idea.
That's the best kind of bad idea.
He's grappling for my knife, right?
Yes, he is.
I'm going to drop it, draw my rapier, and stab him.
All right.
He's prone. I get advantage.
Yes. Roll it with advantage.
Don't suck.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
And he's prone. I had advantage. I get sneak attack.
Yes, you do. Oh, that's just okay. Okay. This man has a rapier right through his heart. It is like without any resistance at all. Just and like he instantly falls. The room is silent for a moment.
I'm then going to state, can everyone please drop my ball bearings?
All right. I want you to roll me an intimidate or any other social skill that could work for that.
I'm going to roll intimidation.
Okay.
I just killed a guy. Do I get advantage or no?
I'm going to give you advantage. I will say this, though. If you successfully roll this, the riot will be over because you have just killed somebody right in front of them. And like this was just a friendly tavern brawl. Like we're just all like hurting each other slightly. If you fail, it's going to escalate.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, good.
There you go. Okay. Rolling to resist. I rolled a
advantage.
I rolled a 2. So instantly you hear the clatter of ball bearings exiting pockets, and everybody leaves except for the tavern owner and his wife and his daughter.
I'm going to say I will clean it up and I will leave some ball bearings.
He grumbles and nods. But you guys successfully got Frieder out of there without drawing any attention to him other than the lightly scalding, which, I mean, all things considered, like there's a dead man on the floor. I mean, like things could be a lot worse. Frieder looks at you guys. This has already been a beneficial partnership. Here's what I will do. There is a contact I've got in the Missing Tide. And if you find him, and you'll know it's him because he's the only one there that is missing a leg. He will. I don't know. I wasn't gonna tell you this because I didn't want you guys to abandon the mission. But Finbar Blackcrow is back, and he is with Ordan. I would not fight him. I would try to avoid it. But if you get in contact with my associate Torley, he will make it so that maybe Finbar will not be so much of a problem.
You said Torley?
Torley, Torly. Also, if you get a chance, he makes fantastic beer. Utterly fantastic.
And where is he?
He'll be in the Missing Tide. He's starting a tavern there. He's recently retired from mercenary life, but he actually was like the one person who I would have contacted had he not now been missing a leg. But you know, what can you do? Missing appendages.
Fantastic. Cassian, since you did so much for this little route here, can you help me with the body of the man that's been slain through mysterious means?
I sigh and pull him up by his shirt, taking the sword out of the wood. Then with the other hand, I just turn him over and shake it until the rapier slides out of him onto the floor.
Mike, as he's doing that, I would like to sleight of hand his pockets. Not Cassian's, the guy I just killed.
Okay, roll it. You roll a perception check, Andrew.
It's not Cassian's pockets.
Oh, he is blissfully unaware. All right, so you get about 5 copper weedings and a herb that you recognize as frizz, which is a drug from Poland Scar. Frizz. Yeah.
I have just 2 words for the group. Worth it. Completely worth it.
I'm going to carry the body to the door, and I kick it open because my other arm's still holding my shield, and kick the door open onto the street.
Okay. So I am slightly disgusted by the entire situation. I like to keep my hands clean of these types of things, and I am slightly appalled by the sudden turn of events. Namely, that there is a man stuck like a butterfly on a pin. So
you are in the wrong area of the world.
But I realize where I am and what I'm doing, so I just smile. I don't say anything. I just smile, like, and
do I see his color change at all?
I mean, it seems like he's a kind of mild-mannered individual, and you're otherwise occupied. Okay. But I would like to point out he is correct, and as all of you, that this is probably not the worst thing that's happened at this tavern
tonight.
Like maybe not even tonight. Like it's pretty
happens.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody gets like pinned up like a butterfly, you know. All right, so you guys are out on the street. Everybody seems to have kind of forgotten about the fight, but like everybody's kind of like bummed, you know what I mean? Like that, like, oh man, the fun's ruined. That's kind of where everybody's at.
Are there any fires?
Yeah,
like
there's
like bonfires in the
yeah,
streets.
yeah. There's like bonfire. I mean, like this is a very rural area of the Crownlands,
Excellent.
pretty close to the tides. So I mean, it's just like there's not like really streets so much as there's like dirt paths and stuff.
Right. I'm going to walk over to the nearest fire and lug the body into the fire, and then say, "Justice has been met."
Right next to you is a Reachman woman who just kind of looks at you and looks at the body and shrugs, and she continues drinking her ale.
I turn back around and walk back to the tavern.
All right.
Mike, as this is happening, I'm gathering my ball bearings, and I leave 10 ball bearings on the counter.
You have a total of 85 ball bearings now.
90 ball bearings. I had 100. I left 10.
I know. 5 have gone missing.
So begins the side quest.
And
you have to kill a rat. You have to kill rats until you find ball bearings.
At this point, you guys are free to pursue what you guys would like as far as the plan goes. Frieder is about to leave. Again, you guys are in the Crownlands. If you look at the map behind me, we're at that. I can't even do it. There's that little peninsula. You guys are probably, a day or two's journey away from where you need to go, maybe up to 3 days. Can
we use those ball bearings to make a faster cart and then drive that cart? Can we use some skills for that?
Using my ball bearings for that.
Can I persuade you? I want to try to persuade you.
Try to persuade
you.
All right.
I'm going to persuade you to give me some ball bearings so we can move faster.
I want you to roll anything that you can to resist this. Anything at all.
Can I just say no?
I guess so. I mean, like, it wasn't super persuasive.
Okay. A natural 20.
All right. I'll actually do this right. I'll roll insight.
And I'll give you advantage because you know it's a bad idea. All right. He knows that this is a bad idea because these ball bearings are like pea-sized, and you need like way more than 85 to 90 of them.
Okay.
So
you said at advantage.
So, okay. So I want to take the mage and have him turn more ball bearings. Let's use some magic here.
What I have creation magic?
Good Sir Judge.
Hey,
do you have a horse?
All right, Frieder looks at you guys and says, "Do you guys need horses? I can get you guys.
I would prefer a horse.
So I'm an observer. I've been observing a lot of this, and after Cassian threw that man's body into the fire, and the Reachman woman looked at him, side-eyed him, I noticed off on the corner there's a woman looking, kind of dressed in a farmer's gown, and she's watching as you throw in the body, and she's approaching now. Am I doing this right?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I mean,
so she's approaching to thank us for killing him because he had been abusing her family.
Which
she's willing to offer us something in return.
As I said, justice has been met.
Wait, so I did something good?
Coincidences ignore morality.
I don't know how I feel
Well
about
said,
this.
bodiless voice.
No, this is Frieder. I'm like literally right. I'm literally right here. I've also offered you horses. This woman appears to be willing to offer you horses as well. Guys, it is not that hard to get horses. I am really rethinking this mission.
Well, yeah. When are we going to get there?
You have to leave to get there.
I wanted to create a ball bearing fast cart, and I got told no, that was a bad idea. So somebody else come up with some ideas to get out of here.
I don't know. How about we ride?
All right.
Let us ride.
Horses.
You guys ride horses. You guys also have the woman that you rescued thanks you with supplies that will keep you fed on the way there. Frieder offered the horses, and he kind of muttered under his breath that really, like, maybe he should spend a little bit more money and got like professionals, but whatever. What can you do? The economy,
Frieder was warned before this mission.
Mike, I would like to give her a ball bearing.
She looks at it and, yeah, you know, I think you guys may have invented a new currency.
She tests it with her teeth. Yeah, this will work.
All right, so you guys, actually, as a matter of fact, Frieder is not actually annoyed with you because I'll tell you what, this is part of your boon as well as he gives you those horses. He rents them from the local stable. He pays them enough that they're not really all that concerned whether or not you return them or not. As you guys ride, the first day goes pretty well. It's nighttime. It's time to relax. Who's taking watch? And usually
I'll take first watch.
There's usually 3 watches. Okay, so cooking. All right, and I'll tell you what. We'll do Dadbot as second watch and Gallahan as third watch. First watch. Roll me a perception. All right, with your Lesserman night vision eyes, you see that like there's some owls and stuff. It's kind of a nice night. Like if you like the outdoors, which you don't.
Nope.
But yeah, nothing happens. All right, next, Dadbod, roll me a perception.
What? Perception?
Perception, yes.
Okay.
With you're familiar with this area. It's kind of like that scene in Lord of the Rings where like Sam and Frodo are like, this is the farthest I've been away from home. That's where you're at. It's like those like wheat fields basically. But it's going good.
Farmer Cotton's.
Yeah, Farmer Cotton's thing. You know, you're just chilling. You probably have camped out in this exact same field for the exact same reason after killing somebody. Like it's a normal.
Yeah, I've buried a few bodies over in the
why not?
Over.
It's a good place to do that. All right, Gallahan, give me a perception check. You don't notice anything.
Can I notice the gnats and the bugs?
Yeah, the gnats distract you.
Yes.
All right. When you guys wake up, one of your horses is gone.
Why is your horse missing, Gallahan?
I don't know.
Did you not?
He was there. He was there just a second ago, and then now he's missing. There's now 3. What happened?
I don't know. Who was on watch last?
Wasn't my watch. I was my watch, but I had to go to the bathroom, y'all. And I came back, it was gone.
Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't. I was busy singing to myself.
Oh, singing. Good.
Well,
Good.
no, I was really more
What
humming.
good is
But
a
I was
mage if they can't hear anything or see anything?
We call that a regular mage around these parts.
Okay.
I was very concerned about animals, and so I was just watching. But I guess I missed the horse.
Obviously, not concerned enough about your animal.
No.
What can I do?
A good day walking for you.
Oh, great.
Mike,
Yeah.
are there? What's the ground like here? Is it soft? Is it hard? Is it easy tracking ground? I assume because we're in the Reach, right?
Yeah.
I assume it's deciduous forests and
You're basically like a slightly not that foresty area.
Okay.
So it's more like fields, but it's not. It would not be hard walking.
Okay. With that, are there any horse tracks leading away?
There are. Roll a investigation or survival. Yeah, that'd be better.
Survival's tracking. I'm not great at this.
Apparently you are. Apparently you are. You notice that the ground was soft enough that you can see the indentation of horse tracks, but you also see a pair of boots that are near where the horse was tied up.
How do the boots look?
tracks? Boot tracks. Like they look. Basically, like from what you've seen, it looks like standard, like what the Reachmen would wear, like not very well made. Just kind of like flat soles. But you can tell like it was a man of maybe average build.
What do you perceive, Ert?
Good Sir Judge. In Lionsford, what do they do to horse thieves?
Let's see. Codex 5, Chapter 6, 23. I believe they're strung up by the entrails of horses from the horse factory, from the horse butcher.
Tannery. The tannery.
Yes.
Good. Because we have a horse thief going approximately that way.
I draw my spear. Which way?
I'll draw
I
my
am
sword
going
and come
to
with you.
I'm going to the whole group.
I'm already jogging.
Okay, to Callahan and Dadbod, I'm going to point out the trail that I have found of the horse. Does it look like the horse was galloping?
Yeah,
or-
in very short order, when it got farther from your camp, basically when it was out of earshot, it started galloping. And it doesn't seem like they got that much of a lead on you, but they are traveling quickly once they got out of the camp.
What is it you Reachman say? To glory? To glory. Let's go.
I'm game. Let's do it. I got my great sword.
Okay.
I want to fight somebody.
Gallahan, since as we're mounting horses, I say, since it was your horse that was strung up, I believe you should have the honor of stringing up whoever took your horse. So when we get there, we have that to look forward to.
Seconded this opinion by Ert.
Well, we'll see. Let's see who it is.
I love how non-committal Gallahan is. Like, whatever, guys. Let's
get my horse.
Yeah,
And then we'll deal with it.
You guys travel for the better part of the day.
I'm also going to bring along Cassian's horse since he jogged on ahead. Once we catch up to him, I'm going to give him his horse.
Okay. Cassian, in short order, because they are riding horses and you are not, they catch up to you.
Yep.
So you
I'm
guys...
outwinded.
All right. Okay. He's the faith fills his lungs. And you guys eventually get the sun's starting to set. It actually takes quite a while to start catching up. You see a caravan of people. If you guys want to give me perception checks, I can tell you more information.
I see only injustice.
Yeah. You're pretty sure these are the bad guys. You're not positive, but you feel like these are the bad guys. Dewey, you recognize that these are Reachmen, and they appear to be a caravan of traitors. There's a few armed men. They actually, at least one of the armed men looks pretty badly beaten up. Shortsleeve, based on what you've seen, these do not appear to be the people who stole the horse. The first of all, you notice that the boots that they're wearing are of higher qualities. These are merchants. They were able to afford boots that actually are properly sold. Second of all, you see that they are using oxen to carry their, to pull their cart. There are no horses nearby. And thirdly, you see that the trail continues past them.
Which horse here is yours, Gallahan?
I lean down to the clearly out of breath Cassian. Clearly, jogging has blurred your vision. What horses do you see?
I have perfect vision.
And what horses do you see?
Justice may be found elsewhere.
Yes. In fact, Sir Cassian, the trail leads on.
Spurs to heel, let's go.
As you guys, as Cassian continues past these people, the badly beat up armed man, Reachman, won't go that way. There's bandits out there, bad folk. There's quite a bit of them too.
Do you see the man who just ran by? Do you see the armor he wears?
Oh yeah, the judge.
And what do judges do to bandits?
Yeah, I mean, they do at times, but usually there's more of the judges than one.
Sir, what can you tell us of the bandits?
It's Callum's lot. a bad bunch of boys that think that if they get enough money, they can impress the Four Winds and get a parcel of land together. They've been robbing everybody out here. It don't matter if you're from this part of the Reach or from any other part, or if you're a foreigner, they'll just bop you upside the head, take your gold. I went on ahead because I grew up with them, and you see what that got me. They don't care. They don't care about judges. They don't care about creepy magic men. They don't care. Oh, hey, Dad Bod, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, yeah. Well, hey, Callum's out there. He's beating people up.
What do you want me to do? I can't stop him.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm glad you're not with him.
Well, yeah, he stole my horse
Oh,
last week too. So
he does love stealing horses. Now, Judge, you think?
and he's talking to Yennefer. Oh no, Yennefer's not in this.
Wait, that's
he's talking to Loma.
Yeah.
You
Whoa!
know, the Witch of Loma.
Oh my gosh,
I
that
heard he
is
was in
heady
that
days.
stuff too.
So
Yeah, he's in that stuff.
So Gallahan, let me ask you a question.
okay.
Were we to catch these bandits?
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Were we to catch these bandits? What would you propose we do with them?
Catch the men that stole my horse?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't want to kill them, but I'm sure the judge would be opposed to that. So, what would we
I
do?
did not ask what the judge would do. I asked what you would do.
Yes, I'm aware. I would, first of all, I just need to know why. But now I want my horse back. That's really what I want. They can just go their way. But
To
Dad
allow
Bod
them
can-
to
I would
pillage,
certainly
plunder, and murder.
Well, I would hope not.
Well, hey, they're not murdering people. They're just bopping them on the head. I never
Hey,
said they
hey,
murdered.
hey, did I ask you? Am I talking to my companion or am I asking you?
I thought we were in this together, but clearly I was wrong.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, continue.
I was just going to say, if they're not murdering people, I think, we don't need to murder them. We've already murdered one person, as you well know.
You are not well aware of how this works in the tides.
See, he knows. He knows.
This is murder town.
Yeah, that's yeah. That's
Honestly,
what I
I'm surprised that
suspected.
they are murdered.
Murder Town's a little further south to Soldas, but that's a story for another
So
time.
this is Slaughterville.
This is
sorry,
what I was
this is
afraid of
Slaughterville.
when I left the Magistrum, that I would be saddled up with murderers. Okay.
I feel
Well,
like
we're out to stop Ordan from becoming a bad guy in the tides, so there's going to be some murder.
Well, yeah, but that's justice.
That
I'm okay with
being
that.
said, Dad Bod, I believe Gallahan will come along in time. And I believe this to be a good test.
I just want to find my damn horse. Let's get my horse.
They are good eating. And I'm going to ride off after Cassian.
all right, you guys reach it's a clearing that normally looks like it'd be really easily traversable, but there's a rather large tree that is blocking the path now, and there are about, even without like having to look, there's about 5 kind of scrubby looking dudes and ladies, and then one guy who looks a little bit more well kept, a little bit he's got that kind of, even from a distance you can see like he has that kind of that angry hunger in his eyes that criminals sometimes get, where like, he's got some stuff but he wants more. And then they've got a angry looking dog, not super angry but slightly angry, like it's they haven't noticed you yet.
I'd like to hide.
Okay,
I'd
go
like
ahead.
to dismount and hide.
Oh, also, without even looking, because they're not hiding it, you see the horse that was missing.
How far away from the fallen tree?
I'm gonna say that you guys kind of came like around a corner, and you see them before they see you because they're just talking and whatever. You're probably about like 100 feet away. Okay, I got you, Shortsleeve.
Okay.
And just so you guys know, those of you watching, the players can whisper to me by doing private chat, either on Discord or Roll20 or things like that. All right, so Shortsleeve is taking his position. Cassian, what are you doing?
I am going to take out my tinderbox.
Okay.
And I'm going to light into the tinderbox and then take out one of my incense and light it with the flame and stick one here and one here and just stand there on my horse. Sit there on my horse with my spear and stare them down.
Okay.
As he's riding forward,
I haven't moved yet. I'm just sitting there.
Once he gets on the move, I would like to, with attention drawn to him, I would like to sneak and flank.
Okay, I see you. Dadbod and Gallahan, what are you guys doing as you catch up?
I am going to take that porridge that I saved from the tavern and sneak over to the
scrape it
the
off
dog.
its head?
Yeah, I scraped it off Frater's head, and I'm going to give it to the dog so the dog doesn't see you guys.
Okay,
So I'm going to use my animal handling.
First roll a sneak to see if you can get there without being seen.
I'm sorry. I already rolled the animal handling.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, there's an at 20. Let's see if
he throws the porridge again.
Okay.
He throws the porridge again.
Okay, I'll give you a choice. I will let that happen. If you choose to throw the porridge, you just disc golfed the porridge over to the dog right in front of him. You will be seen, but you will be a distance away. Or if you'd like to, you could sneak up so that maybe you will not be seen. But if you are seen, you will be closer to them by yourself.
By myself. Can I use my greatsword and fight them if they see me?
Yeah.
How many are there? 5?
5 scrubby-looking guys, and then one guy who looks like he knows his business.
And the dog.
Yep.
I feel like I want to chance it if I can get the dog out of the picture.
Okay. So you're gonna sneak on up?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to sneak up. I want to throw the porridge and get the dog.
Cassian, as you are preparing for battle, you see a bull just like expertly, like 100 feet of flight distance, as this wooden bowl filled with none of it spills out right for the dog. The dog starts eating it and is wagging his tail. It no longer looks like a combatant.
Little fact: Dad Bod the Goblin Keeper is the Reaches champion in disc golf.
Oh, in fact, he invented it. It has not caught on yet. Yep. He's the only player. So he's the champion. And he keeps trying to get people to play with him. And he's like, come on, guys. It's like a lot of fun. You get to go outside. And they're like, get out of here.
There'll be girls there, maybe.
So there's like a course. It's got 3 holes. It's like right outside of his house. And people just pass by and they shake their heads.
All right, trying to get the tides to come together.
Yeah, let's all just come together and play disc golf, not follow Ordan Oberlan. All right, Gallahan, what are you doing?
So remind me, besides the big angry man that looks like he's a little more well dressed, how many other people are there?
There are 5 scrubby guys.
Oh, okay. Because it would make. I mean, when I see Cassian light up his spalders there, or whatever that was, I thought fire, and then I start thinking distraction. So if we could distract them with some kind of something like a fire, in the brush or something to kind of get them going, because do they have not just the horse, but they have other animals, right? Is that what you said,
no,
or just the dog?
All you see is the dog and the horse.
Just the dog. Okay.
All right. And if I look at your spell list, I believe you have Scorching Ray, as well as Burning Hands, Firebolt, and so you have a few options. Firebolt would be better. You don't want to waste Scorching Ray on this.
Well, but Earth's hiding, right? Or not hiding, but like.
So I am. I have dismounted and I am creeping up, kind of, if the guys are in front of you, I'm creeping up along the side to flank them.
To flank them or to get the horse, maybe? Like if I can distract them,
Sure.
could you get the horse? That would be fun.
Did you see what he did back in the tavern? I don't think he's going to just take the horse and walk away.
Yeah, but he got all his balls back.
Not all my balls.
Oh.
I'm missing 5 balls.
Oh.
That is our side quest.
Well, I mean, it's honorable though. You got most of them, but I think if I can create a good enough distraction, you can get the horse. So,
And I will cover you with my
I,
crossbow. That
what do I
apparently
do?
I
You
have and
said-
I didn't know.
You said firebolt, right?
Yeah, Firebolt. You can use that for free because it's a cantrip in this game. For those of you guys who are not aware, cantrips are low-level spells that can be used at will, and they do not run out.
Okay, I want to use a firebolt, and there's just happens to be next to the tree a very big dry bush. I notice.
All right. I already clicked it for you just in case. You roll it. Okay. And you did 7 damage. That is enough to ignite a fire. The Reachmen, they don't scatter, but they're all like, oh, they're mildly distracted.
To feed the intimidation, I'm going to begin moving forward on the horse.
Okay.
I'm going to be riding forward with an intimidating glare of justice.
Of justice.
Of justice.
You also, guys, you notice that the dog, in addition to not being a combatant, its jaws are glued shut by the overly cooked porridge.
Good gruel.
All
Wait,
right.
say that again. I'm sorry. What about the porridge?
It glued the dog's mouth shut.
Oh, perfect. See, because it was a couple days old.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saved it from Frieder's face.
All right, so I see your roll. I rolled a response to it, Andrew. Tell me what you say.
In Law Book 6, Entry 5, Section 24, put
And
down 5 years ago by the living saint himself.
An arrow goes by your head.
Who
I'm
fired
not
it?
intimidated.
It was one of the scrubby guys.
Using my held action to
Okay, go
shoot
ahead.
that guy.
You got it.
From stealth at advantage.
Yep. You hit. Okay, and you get sneak attack, correct? All right, that is enough. He is dead.
And I would like to use my cunning action to hide again.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. They're not going to be able to see. Well, they could if they roll an at-20. No, they rolled an 11. All right. So you just all of a sudden, as you are having a great day for law books, Cassian. You just are memorizing it. It's all jiving the scriptures. An arrow goes by your head. And you're like, oh no! And then all of a sudden, you see pop up. Boop, boop, it pop back down, and the guy just dies in a gout of blood. Gallahan and Dadbot, you also see this.
Can I use my crossbow and fire?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Back? Yeah. What do I?
Just a
I'll
quick
use
crossbow.
Okay, we're
Hand
getting after
crossbow?
it. Nice.
And Dewey, what are you using Mage Hand for? All right, click. All right, you hit Bill. Click the word hand crossbow that's under your roll. All right. This one does not kill the guy instantly, but messes him up really bad. You hit him like right in the shoulder, and he's like jerking back. It's stuck in there. You can even see as he jerks that it's coming out his back and is pierced through him.
So I would like
Alright.
to follow up with my greatsword.
Not quite yet. Well, you can action search.
No, I
You
don't
can
want. Okay. I don't. All right.
Do you want to action search?
I'll wait. No, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
wait.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so is the horse tied up?
No, they did not even bother to tie it up.
Okay. Can I use Mage Hand to give him a slight tap on the bottom so he'll get moving?
Yes.
So
All right.
I'd like to, because he's 30 feet away or more.
Yeah. What's the
Range of
nature?
mage hand is 30 feet.
You'd have to get closer. You're about
Okay.
but you can get closer and do that. Nobody's noticed you yet, and you haven't fired on them. So I mean, I would probably roll a stealth just in case, but
Well, I mean, I will take your advice.
Yeah.
Join me in the shadows.
and I'm gonna have them roll at disadvantage because they've been fired on.
Oh, hold
Okay.
on. I need to go back to my core. So I'm rolling a stealth.
Yep.
Where's there we go.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, they do not see you. They are too busy with the burning bush. A judge who is reciting scripture, and then two of their men were just fired on. It is back to top of the order, and that we're going to start with Cassian again. Cassian, what do you do?
Justice for the man whose horse has been stolen. Justice for the man whose sheep have been touched inappropriately. Justice is met this day. I lower my spear at them and put heel to horse.
Okay. This is going to be a special attack. Give me. All right, you can either do an animal handling so that your attack will be at advantage, or you'll be at attack at disadvantage if you don't do that ahead of time.
All right, animal handling.
Okay. Good enough. Okay. Roll the attack at advantage.
All right, on the spear. On the javelin, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No, where's the weapon? Oh, I have battle axe. I don't have a javelin.
Okay. You can just kind of
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where's the attack button on that? I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the javelin. Okay, I can do that. There we go. Javelin. There we go. Huzzah!
It hits. Roll the damage by clicking the word javelin. Okay. Are you hitting the guy who's already hurt or somebody else?
No, I'm charging for the man on the other side of the...
Like the big guy?
Yep.
All right. So you hit him.
Does the horse do any damage?
No. Because he needed to keep straight in order for you to charge. All right. After Shortsleeve, the bandits will get their turn now that they are fully engaged. What are you going to do?
So we have one man down. There were 5, right?
Yep. So we got 4 scrubby guys and 1 leader guy, and then the dog who's not a combatant, so I'm taking him out.
One injured guy.
One of the guys is pretty badly wounded.
Very badly wounded.
And then we have the big guy and 2 other guys.
3 other guys. So there's 4 scrubby guys left, and then 1 main guy.
Yeah, but one of them is badly wounded.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3.5.
I'm going to take a pot shot at one of not the big guy, but one of the healthy guys.
Okay. And this will still be a sneak attack.
At stealth, yes.
Yep. Do you get advantage for stealth?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a damage. Okay. And then roll a sneak attack.
Do better than that.
Not quite enough, but he is even worse than the guy that Dadbod got. Okay. So I'm going to look at the bandits. The 4 bandits are going to go.
What? Cutting action stealth.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. And okay. I will roll to see if they spot you. Oh, they rolled a 15 to your 16, so they do not. All right. So the people that they see are Cassian, Dadbod, and then that would be it because they have not spotted Gallahan yet. All right. So I'm going to split it up. The bandits are going to attack both. Are 2 each going to attack Cassian and Dadbod. So first person, we're going to do light crossbow on Dadbod. What is Dadbod's AC? All right, hold on a second.
16.
Oh, 16? Dang. Okay,
Is that armor class?
That's armor class, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is. All right. Second one for him does not hit. Are they going to hit Andrew? Andrew, I missed. Yeah, I 1 hits. All right, so that would be a 1d8 plus 1. Okay. You take 6 damage, Andrew.
All right.
Okay. It is now Big Man's turn. Big Man. Bandit Captain. He's got
Bandit
multi.
Captain, who is actually Finbar in secret.
No, dude. You don't want that beef. All right. He gets to attack 3 times. Two times with the scimitar and one with his dagger. And since Cassian's the only one in range, he's going to do that against Cassian. So first one does not hit. Second one does hit. And then the dagger does not hit. So the scimitar is a 1d6 plus 3. And that is their turn. Another 5 damage to Cassian. All right. It is now Dadbod's turn.
So I'm being attacked by 2 scrubby dudes, right?
Yes, correct.
Quick point of order. Where are the 2 injured ones? Attacking Cassian or attacking Dadbod?
1 each.
1 each? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got 1 injured guy and 1 regular scrubby guy.
Yes.
So I feel like Dadbod needs to do some damage here with his greatsword, but he's going to intimidate them first because his goblins are intimidating.
Okay.
So I'm going to intimidate, which is not very high, I think.
It intimidated them. They're actually a little bit upset.
Okay. So I'm gonna yell out in goblin speak and say, "Screw you guys!" with my greatsword.
All right.
In goblin speak, I'm going to say I'm going home.
All right. Click your
Click it
greatsword.
and go.
Yep, you got it. Did you attack the healthy one or the
healthy one?
You split this man from head to toe.
Yeah.
He is not there anymore.
Gone.
Yeah, he's gone. And you have one more person next to you.
You tan him.
You only get, if I'm correct, you only get one attack at 3rd level, right, Shortsleeve?
Correct.
Okay. Unless you wanted to action surge, but you don't have to do that.
I don't know what that means.
It means you could attack again if you wanted to.
Well, should I attack again?
I mean, it's never a bad idea.
Okay, let's attack again.
Okay. That one does not hit.
Okay.
It was worth a try. All right, it is now Galahad's turn.
Okay, because my eyes are on the prize. My eyes are on the horse. And I see that Cassian and Dadbot are actually being useful and distracting everybody and cutting people up and doing all those things. And Ert is, well, I mean, I was getting to you. Because no one's seen you yet. You've also helped me get closer. So my objective is the horse.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to get to the horse. But here's the thing. As I'm getting closer to the horse, I start thinking if I'm going to smack it to get it to move, to start moving where I can jump on it or something, is that the best thing? Because it might spook it. So what I wanted to ask was, because all this is going on, the horse is starting to get a little like antsy and neighing and like, ugh.
I'm going to roll a horse attitude check.
Okay.
No, the horse is fine. The horse is chilling.
Okay. All right.
He's from the reach.
This is all the time.
Yeah.
So it's good. Okay. So
he's been stolen
maybe,
4 times this week.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask, one of my spells is this charm person. I didn't know if they worked on animals.
It does not.
It does not. Okay.
It only
So
works
I want to use the mage hand to get it to move closer to me because I'm hiding still.
And it starts moving closer to you.
It does?
Yeah. I mean, like,
okay, so I want to jump on it.
It's on its way to you. You can do that next turn.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So my next turn,
Yeah,
depending on what all these other murderers do, I will.
Yeah. This is some A+ murder hoboing. Actually, I don't even know that this qualifies as murder hoboing because, like,
Mike, these are bandits.
These are bandits.
We didn't attack the traitors.
The first guy arguably was murder hobo-y. We'll do a blog post on it. And in fact, in the chat, if you guys want to say whether or not Shortsleeve is a murder hobo, it's up for debate. It's up for debate. All right, Cassian, it is now your turn again. You are standing toe to toe with Callum.
Oh, so I'm off horse now. All right.
Okay. Or you could be on horse if you want.
I'm on horse, and I'm going to stab down into him with my javelin.
Okay. And it's a critical hit.
And I'm going to use my divine smite.
Oh, okay. So
when I hit with a melee weapon, I expend a spell slot to deal radiant damage.
Yep.
Extra damage is 2d8.
Yes.
Plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first.
So it's level 1 because that's all you have, I believe.
All right, so 2d8. Yeah. So javelin plus 2d8.
Yep.
No, it's plus 48 because it's a crit.
Oh shoot, you're right.
My smite can crit, Mike.
I forgot that's my crit. 48.
Nope, I didn't do that right.
Yeah. Slash roll and then space and then 48. Yep.
Is this on the big guy?
Yeah, it's on the big guy.
Yes.
Oof. So that is a total of 20
plus 7.
Oh yeah.
For the initial.
No, I got you, dude. I got you. He is not hurt like the other guys have been, but he is definitely not. If he survives, he's not going to be feeling good tomorrow. Let's put it out that way. You know what I'm saying? All right. You guys see divine, beautiful power, like of this man who maybe you made fun of when he was just talking to the guys at the bar. Like you might have laughed at him a little bit. You see what that glowy thing can do now. It's pretty beautiful. It's kind of scary. All right, it is your turn.
Okay, so combatants we have left. We have one hurt guy and one big guy attacking Cassian.
Yep.
One hurt guy that looks like he shot his pants against Dad Bod.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Okay. I would like to kill the other guy who's attacking Dad Bod.
Okay.
From stealth?
Thank you.
Yep. You know, I knew it was a mistake giving you a rogue, and I still did it anyway. All right, but he is now severely dead.
Okay, and I would like to hide.
I knew. You know, part of me was like, you know, how bad could it be? Oh.
Darn it!
They rolled a 9. So you stumble on some roots and stuff, but they're like they're more concerned with the fact that somebody just brought down the wrath of God on their heads. All right.
So now to just recap, we only have one severely hurt guy attacking Cassian, and then the big guy.
I think there's one more guy left.
No.
Okay.
The big guy is who I'm fighting with.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. I would like to yell something out.
Okay.
If it breaks stealth, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Leave the big guy alive.
Well, that's great because it is the big guy's turn. Oh, can I actually just roll? Was I able to just do this the whole time? Oh, never mind. Okay. Scimitar 1 to Andrew. No. Scimitar 2 to Andrew. Also no. Dagger to Andrew. Also no. So this guy who was so tough a second ago, feeling pretty good, he's kind of shaking a little bit. Like he's not happy. The guy the other bandit who is he's going to try to flee. So he's going to disengage. I'm going to see if he can successfully. Yeah, he breaks and he's running away. It is now Dad Bod, the Goblin Keeper's turn.
So I would like to do two things at once, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell me if I can or not.
Okay.
I would like to bend down and rifle through this dead guy's pockets that Ert was able to take out for me and see if he has any ball bearings with my sleight of hand. At the same time, I would like to shoot my crossbow at the fleeing guy.
I'm going to say that the sleight of hand is a bonus action, so sure. You find.
Nope.
Oh, we have a critical failure. So I'm going to say, and chat, those of you here, I need your help. I'm going to say that he is shooting as he is looking down at the thing. He does find a ball bearing. But what happens as a result of his distraction? People in the chat, first person to put what happens because Dadbot, man, poor Dadbot. Dadbot's having a time. Dadbot, what happens because Dadbot is distracted? It could be anything. In fact, if you want, he could shoot somebody we know. He could shoot the horse. He could shoot himself. What do you guys? What we want?
To be fair, why do I have the feeling it's going to be shooter?
Sure. Well, I don't know if we are getting anything in the chat. I'm going to wait just a few more seconds. All right,
Tim's the only one still watching.
Or I believe that. I don't care. Tim, you might not want to be. It's fine. All right. Roll damage. You hit the horse.
Oh, I had to roll damage.
Yeah, you click the hand crossbow. Yeah. I don't know how much HP a horse has. The horse is now no longer chill. The horse is having a very bad time. Very bad time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So as I see all this fracas start to happen and chaos, I also see that as all the men have been disemboweled and split and whatever, that someone somehow, some way, a boot has hit the bowl of porridge that had some porridge in it from the dog, but has rolled my way.
Okay.
And if I grab that bowl with some porridge in it, maybe I can use it to calm the horse.
Roll
because
me.
Because there's some porridge in it.
I'm going to roll a D100, and this is going to be a luck roll to see to what extent this is feasible. Okay. You know what? This is going to sound weird. So I rolled a 48, which is my favorite number. So this happens.
Okay. All right. So it calms the horse down.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he has an arrow sticking out of his shoulder or whatever. I don't know.
He and the dog are both eating the porridge together as like porridge bros.
Oh, okay. So next time, do I mount him or can I mount him now?
Please don't mount the horse.
You just calmed him down, so no. Because you spent the action to calm him. If you had mounted him, you would have had to try to not get bucked off. So this would make it so you can mount him again.
Okay.
All right. Top of the order, we have Cassian.
I attack again.
Okay. Go right ahead. You miss. All right. Shortsleeve. It is your turn.
So against Cassian, the fleeing guy is still within range, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Tim.
Yeah, not for long. Attack at advantage. He's fleeing. I'm hidden.
Yeah. You got it. You hit. And he is definitely dead. You pinned him to a tree.
Oh.
All right.
I would like to. Can I say something?
Sure.
I don't know if you want me to roll for this, but I'm going to call out to the. I'm not going to hide. I'm actually going to use my movement action to move just behind Cassian, so he cannot hit me.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "Your men are dead. Lay down your arms." Do you want me to roll anything for that?
Yeah, please roll that.
What would you like me to roll? Persuasion or intimidation?
Dealer's choice.
I'm proficient in intimidation.
Okay.
Oh,
He had disadvantage. He rolled a 4 before taking any negatives into account. He is sufficiently cowed. He drops his weapons and puts his hands like behind his head.
I would like to gather his weapons up. You said scimitar and a dagger?
You got it.
I now have 3 daggers. I'm going to collect them. I'm going to turn to Cassian and say, bind this criminal, please. And then I'm going to walk to Gallahan.
Without another word, I dismount and kick him over, face down into the dirt, and begin to bind him.
Gallahan?
With
And
justice.
I'm saying this for everyone to hear. Gallahan, this crime has been committed against you. So far, these bandits have stolen and wounded us and the merchants beyond the tree. My Judge Cassian, I would like you to give your recommendation to Gallahan, but I believe it should be his hand that metes out whatever justice he feels fit.
You are correct.
Mike, I would like to then go loot the bodies as they're talking.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom while they're discussing
Okay.
justice.
So, Cassim, what do you recommend we do to this criminal?
The first thing to do is to ask him his name and if he believes himself to be innocent or guilty of this injustice.
Let's do it. Criminal, what's your name? If you have one besides criminal. And 2, do you find yourself guilty or somehow innocent? What does he say?
Well, my name is Column, and innocence and guilt, I think, are maybe you're asking the wrong person. There are just things people do. I do what I need to do to survive and make my way in this world. Like your fancy judge there, is he innocent because what he does for his God? Are you innocent with your fancy robes? Where'd you get the money for those? Hey, Dadbod, how's it going?
Hey, bud. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's been kind of time. Dadbod gets it.
Hey, if you get out of this, let's go for victory beer a little bit later.
All right, yeah, I won't be playing any disc golf. I want to put that out there ahead of time. I know that might be not the thing to say right now, but I just will not. But anyway, Dadbot gets it. There is no guilt. There is no innocence. There's just survival.
What say you, Judge?
It is true, there is no such thing as innocence, nor is there no such thing as guilt, but there is such a thing as justice, and you have stolen a horse this day.
Actually, the guy who stole a horse is dead. I mean, I was with him. I don't know what. I mean, up to you.
Prove it. How do I know it wasn't you?
How do you know?
Show me your boots.
I show him my boots. They're Callum's boots are the same as noticeably the other guys. He could be lying. If you want to do an insight check, you can.
Justice is only as good as how true it is. So we want it to be good. I don't want it to just be justice because I'm mad at everything that's happened. So I want him to at least have a chance to prove his innocence. If the person that committed the crime is dead, we survived. He's obviously a friend of Dadbod. Although, so yes, whatever.
Not exactly
Right.
friends.
Yeah, like we're like more like acquaintances
Like
that sometimes
first
just
cousins removed.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I have a question: is how close can you get us to Cersei's?
Oh,
Cersei's.
Saris,
Yeah, how close can you get to her?
we just robbed them. They're actually not much ahead of you. They paid right away, went right through. If you're trying to do something with that, I I've already talked to them. I know a guy that's with them from the Stormtide. We used to drink together and gamble, play a little bit of pick and goose.
So I would like to speak to my friends a little bit closer. So gather in, friends.
I'm done looting the bodies, so I'm back.
You have 10 silver moons, which are the coins of the kingdom, as well as scraps of paper with names on them. The scraps of paper, actually, all of them have about the amount of guys that died minus one that are completely blank.
But either way, our mission is to stop Ordan marrying Cersei's. And this guy here, little Mr. Horse Thief and his grubby friends, knows Cersei's. I say we let him lead us to Cersei's.
As penance? Can we bind him to make sure he doesn't give us away somehow? Like he doesn't double cross us?
That would be easy. Tie him and throw him over a horse. But
the horse is injured.
I'm going to show the scraps of paper to the guys. How many scraps of paper with the number of names on it do I find?
You find like some names that don't mean a whole lot to you, but each of them, it appears like using your logic that they had each other's names written down, and that the guys who died minus one because you don't have your own name were in their pockets. All right.
So it was just this group then,
and just like random names, like there's like like names of girls, maybe they're siblings.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna throw those in the fire.
Okay, the bush is still burning. It's like kind of a miracle, but all right.
And
well,
I'm just gonna come over.
Galahad, you have to decide, what do we do with this man? He has offended you.
Yes. But I think fate has moved him in our path for a reason.
I think my bow and Cassian's axe did that, but continue.
Okay. And well,
I shot somebody.
And you cleaved that man in half. I'm sorry. And Dadbod's greatsword. And Dadbod, my apologies.
You are forgiven. Till the next time. Maybe that will be in ball bearings, but who knows?
Let's see if he'll take Dadbod's offer to help us quicken our quest.
Oh yeah, sure. I will do that. I mean, I would like to be unbound and maybe paid slightly. I heard that there's a lesserman out here who's got ball bearings. I would like 2.
It's just 2 balls.
I'm going to stay silent.
Can I at least be unbound while you think about it?
No, you will not be unbound.
So, have we asked him his name?
Yes, my name's Callum.
Spell that for me, Mike, please.
Callum.
Callum. If it's okay with everyone, I think it would be okay to unbind his feet so that he may walk.
Valid.
I agree.
Callum,
I got a proposition for you. If you unbind my hands, I'll tell you something I found out from her caravan before they left. I overheard it, and it's big.
how about you tell us, and if it's of sufficient value, we unbind your hands, and not only do you tell us this, lead us to that caravan, but I think a man of your stature, I think sufficient payment could be made to let you join us.
Well, how about this?
A reachman's always for hire, correct?
Oh, always. But I want the judge's word that if I tell you, you will do these things.
if it's of value.
If it's
Right.
of value.
Okay. Well, what I heard may help your cause, because I obviously you're trying to disrupt things. Little Sauri's daughter of the Stormtide chief is pregnant. They were being very careful as they moved her, and she's not showing or anything, but you could tell that she's not feeling too well. And I heard basically her handmaids warning people, but not like kind of dancing around it. But you've been around the Reach long enough, you know what people are talking about. And it's all Stormtide folk with her, so I mean, I don't think they'd let that out to Ordan because they don't want to ruin things.
I have one before my compatriots decide whether to untie her or not. What is sufficient compensation to buy your loyalty?
I want the horse.
When we're done, you may have it.
All right, excellent. That's a good horse. It was really relaxed most of that time until it got shot, which was
that horse
unfortunate. All right.
My spear comes down and cuts the rope.
All right. Well, let's. They're traveling real slow. We can catch up to them.
Mike, I'm going to walk up to him and give him the 10 silver moons that I looted off the corpses. I'm going to give his scimitar back and his dagger back.
He puts them in his the holsters. Well, what a day for old Callum. It's been a pretty good day.
I am then going to walk up to the dog and start cleaning its mouth out from the porridge.
Perfect. Old Burnus.
Congratulations. We've now succeeded in gaining NPC companion and a dog.
A dag.
Mm-hmm.
You got a dag.
A dog. Yes, a dag right there.
Like
we have about 24 minutes left of this session. If we need to, we can maybe could do a part 2. But I just want to point that out that for those of you guys watching, we have about 23 minutes. So we are going to try to wrap this up to a good ending point pretty soon. All right. So what do you guys do? Do you follow after Sauri's caravan?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's the best lead we have.
Okay.
So, real quick, we only have 4 horses. So is he walking with us, or is he riding with one of us? What's going on?
He wants to ride with you on the horse that's going to be his.
Great.
Okay. I just want to familiarize myself with the beast before we become it becomes my horse, my steed, if you will.
Okay. Well, I'd appreciate it if you don't touch my robes.
Oh, I'm touching the robes.
They're very expensive.
I really do not care. I am going to be secure. Safety first, sir. Or do you want me to bash open my noggin?
I don't care. Just don't touch my robes. They're very expensive, especially this back patch right here. It's a special cloth.
Bless you.
And
I, of course, react.
I'm sorry. I just, I have allergies to rich people.
Yeah, and I mutter under my breath, peasant.
All right. You guys catch up to them when they're making camp for the night. Give me perception checks, and I'll tell you what we see.
Hold on.
Okay.
I only see the light of justice.
Everybody but Andrew, who is blinded by justice. There's not that many people. It's a pretty small operation. There you see a girl in her late teens, maybe early 20s. She's kind of refusing food. Her maidservant is trying to get her to eat something. There's a few other just random non-combatants, but you do see 2 guys who look like they are particularly dangerous. They are well armed, and it looks as though they you actually have probably heard about these types of guys are from the Storm Tides, but they're berserkers. They're lightly armored, but they have a lot of they take hits like a champion, and they hit like a truck.
Have they seen us?
No.
Okay.
So let's talk about this. We want to prevent the marriage of Ceres. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
But she's also the daughter of the Storm Tides leader.
Callum, I think you and I can both agree who she's the daughter of. Mine's little.
Well,
You said you're allergic to the rich.
he's a rich man. He's one of us. I mean, none of us are rich. I mean, rich is a spectrum. Like those robes that I just snotted all over, they could buy like most of our houses. You know what I'm saying? Probably even entire villages.
He's not wrong.
So I mean, the Storm Tides, I have no love for them. If you're talking about killing Ceres, unless there was a tie to the missing tide, it's only going to accomplish the fact that the alliance didn't happen. Which I mean, I don't know what your mission is. Now, if you could make it look like Ordan did it somehow for some reason, that might do something.
I will not condone her murder.
But that would be easiest. I mean,
Justice is never the easy way.
you and I follow very different paths, Judge.
That may be true.
But wait, we have
All
a piece
paths
of
lead
paper.
to justice in the end.
We have a piece of paper with Ordan's name on it. We need to utilize that somehow. So maybe we plant it on her body and we have something happen to that.
I have an idea. Feel free to tell me if it's a bad one.
Let's hear it.
We tie it to one of my arrows. And if my aim's true and she dies, being a frail girl in her 20s, an arrow with a name on it in his own hand.
I have a better idea.
Oh, good.
You put one through her bodyguard.
Won't kill the bodyguard. I know I'm a good shot, but I can't kill those men in one shot.
No.
I can kill the girl.
You will have to go through me first.
An arrow flies faster than you can run, Judge.
We shall see.
That we shall. But that being said, I am not the arbiter of this group. I am here as an extension of my lord. So I will not act independently unless I feel it necessary. So I'm willing. I'm more than happy to hear other thoughts.
So, quick recap of the quest, just to kind of get everybody recentered. We need to prevent the marriage of Cersei and I want to say Oberon. I'm kind of stuck.
Or Ordan.
Ordan. So, what is the other alternative to preventing a marriage?
killing Ordan in a way that makes it so that it's not obvious that that foul play was involved.
Right. So since you what'd you say, murder hobos? Since you murder people, love murdering people, why not just take out the problem? Let the poor girl live.
I'm going to add on to that. Finbar Bloodcrow is Ordan's greatest supporter. And I have been on the battlefield before. I have seen that man kill entire groups of people before you could blink an eye. I've seen his great club smash a man's head so hard that it flew and fell into a hole, which is how we're inventing golf, which then Godbod bastardized by making it with discs. But, yeah.
What bowls of porridge?
If you guys are gonna fight Finbar Bloodcrow,
No.
I will gladly give you the horse.
I will not be partaking in that.
Mike, who is our benefactor again?
Frieder Hammerston. He.
Okay. I got those two names confused. I thought he said the name of our patron, and I was growing very suspicious.
No. Finbar is a legendary warrior, to the point where he's known not only in the Reach, but known throughout the kingdom.
Yeah, I just mixed the two names up.
Yeah, you're good.
I will point out that if we murder his betrothed, then we will be forfeiting the foul play scenario. And Ordan will react poorly.
Even if he's under investigation for the murder.
Say again, your mic went out.
Even if he's under investigation for the murder?
Yes. He'll come down like the hammer of justice.
On
Everybody.
So it's just the two berserkers, you said?
Yeah, those are the main two obstacles. But they look as though they would be as difficult, if not significantly more difficult, than the bandits you fought earlier. They're at least as strong. They're actually stronger than Callum.
What herb did you say you found, Ert?
Something for maybe a quiet night for myself.
I don't know of this herb. What does it do?
Mike, I am unfamiliar with Frizz. I know Bright Shade. I know.
It's basically it's made from ice flowers up north. It's it's kind of like a low level stimulant that it would be like the stimulant version of marijuana.
Excellent. Give it to me. I'm going to go into camp and make porridge for the camp.
Not pancakes? You're going to make porridge?
You can make pancakes from porridge.
Oh, okay.
No.
We can lull them into a false sense of bliss and do whatever we want with them at that point. Including take her hostage.
Can I amend your idea? I like it. I like the idea. But can I possibly amend it?
Possibly.
And Callum, don't protest until I'm done.
All right.
We bind Callum's hands in the front and march him into camp. Having just extorted these people, having a judge at our front, having brought him to justice, would ease their suspicions of our being there.
I do like justice.
With that with that being said, it would allow us to allow me, because no offense, dear judge, your hands are not as live as mine.
Allow you to what?
Slip something into someone's drink, perhaps.
Are you insinuating I can't cook?
No. I'm insinuating that I'm better at drugging people. Do I need you to come out and say it? I was trying to be, mysterious and stuff. You want me to speak in plain common? Like, I'm not even speaking high common right now. I'm speaking just plain common.
I do not speak plains common. I only speak mountain common.
I advised against hiring a judge, but I would be more able to drug someone. Do you understand me?
I do understand. Just because we do not speak the exact same dialect does not mean speaking slower will allow me to understand you better.
My sincerest apologies, Judge.
Apology accepted.
Callum, what say you to this?
I think it's a good plan.
Well, the second part of my plan.
Sure.
Oh.
Callum, your binds would be cut 3/4.
Okay. Oh. So I take her hostage.
Yes.
Mm.
And the dagger we forgot to take from your boot.
I get what you're saying.
Very easily accessible.
Right. So I've got a meeting place. I will it's where we actually hide our good stuff. Like, you guys didn't even get the good stuff. You just got the stuff we had on us. I'll take you there, and I'll take her there. And we could probably do just about the same thing without her having to die. Just hide her for the time being. I could even shout something about Ordan if you guys want me to.
Dadbod, Gallahan, you've been quiet thus far.
Well,
What?
we're listening to your plan.
Well,
I think it's a good one. So you answered the question of how Callum would be freed is with a knife, but my fear is that these big bodyguards are going to be checking him out. So what if they discover this knife and then they start to suspect us?
I
will propose, being a Reachman, that me and the dog will walk up to the berserkers and I will tell them the history of disc golf to distract them while slips stuff his drugs talking in the mountain.
That is why I was able to fall asleep so well last night.
Exactly.
I wasn't going to say anything.
So me and the dog will distract the berserkers with an oral history of disc golf
and
in the Reach.
Does the dog know the rules of disc golf?
No, we're going to play it, and I'm going to throw some discs and have the dog bring it back to me with my animal handling skills.
Gallahan,
well,
I heard you speaking earlier about charming thing.
Yes. Could I
if things go awry with the berserkers, you could try charming one of them.
Would that work on a berserker?
Yeah. They're normal people.
Charm them with your pretty robes. Fancy
There's
man.
two.
Taking one out of the battle increases our odds against the other.
Okay. But when he comes free of it, he'll know that I was the one who charmed him, and he may not be happy with me.
Correct, which is why we only do it if things go awry.
Will Cersei throw up a fight? What if she's truly in love with
a small girl in her 20s who's pregnant? If she puts up a fight,
We can't murder her if she's pregnant.
Oh,
That's
no. I'm not saying murder her. I'm saying knock her unconscious.
no. Before you were going to murder her with the
Yes,
arrow.
yes. I was.
Okay. So I'm just saying now that
We've moved on from the murder and we're now on to kidnapping. So
now we're on to just knocking her out and drugging everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another Friday. So
I don't.
I love this. So I could possibly charm. I could do my best to charm.
Yeah, you
Berserker.
can. Yeah,
I've only ever done it one time.
Let me see what. Yeah.
I'm sure it will go swimmingly.
And yes, but what I was going to say was about the knife. I could, if you're uncomfortable with the whole being discovered, I could use a shocking grasp maybe to shock free your bonds. Pretty good aim. Sometimes
I think cutting the bonds in the center where they wouldn't be seen, Callum could just rip them.
Oh, okay.
Rip them apart.
So he's gonna have to do a really good job of. Make it look like Callum has been captured with resistance.
Well,
sure.
He's already.
I mean,
I'm very beat up.
I'm still cleaning my robes.
Well,
I mean, he's already injured, and
okay.
I suggest we go back and get the bodies. We go back, we get the bodies, we bring them along with Callum. We murdered their attackers, brought their leader back to face justice.
Okay.
Also, Mike, I would like to retrieve my arrows.
Sounds good. If you guys want to do that, we could speed up to where you guys go back and do that, and you're back to this. Is this the plan that we're going with?
Is everyone good with this?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I rolled against Dewey's spell save DC, and one of the berserkers is charmed.
Oh.
Okay. Dadbod, you approach the berserkers. One is already kind of like really into like, oh hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I want to talk to you about a game I invented. You might enjoy it.
Tell me about this game.
Tell me about this game. If I could tell you about this game, it is a classic up in the Reach. So while I am talking to you, secretly, I am going to use sleight of hand.
Okay.
Right? Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Or should I use performance first?
To do what?
I don't know. Tell me what I should do.
to convince him to be as convincing as possible.
How's that?
Or persuasion.
Deception?
Right?
Deception?
No.
Which one do I want to use?
It'd probably be performance, Mike, right? To
Sure.
perform the disc golf?
Yeah.
Performance, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do performance.
All right. These discs fly so good. Like you're like just like you like call shotting it. The charmed guy is straight up clapping, and then the guy who's
Again
is also really into this. They're both really into this. We have never seen anything like this in the Stormtide. I wish somebody would play that with us.
Well, we can get you some if we go that way, away from camp. I know where there is a store that sells more of these discs. So let's walk to the north.
I mean, how far is it? It's not that far, right?
No, it's about 20 steps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can
20, 30 steps away.
Roll deception check.
Is that what I got to roll? Deception?
Deception. Oh my gosh, they rolled a 4.
Uh-oh.
Wow, this is a weird place to put a store. They go with you. The rest of you guys
popped up.
You guys walk in with Callum. Everybody just kind of like cringes when they see you guys, but Callum's looking rough.
We have brought the man who has stolen from you.
And his friends. And I'm going to toss the body on the ground.
Salary shrieks and kind of goes back.
Calm yourself, woman.
Nobody here looks like fighters. They're all just kind of like, oh wow, well, thank you guys for. Actually, sorry. So I guess we'll take the lead since she's the highest ranking. Thank you for taking revenge on them. Did you happen to find like 10-ish silver moons? Because that's like all the money we had.
In fact, we did, child.
That's a weird way to talk to somebody, but okay. Can I have those? Can I have those back?
I'm gonna walk up to her and give her a gold piece.
As you do that, Callum breaks his some chains, shouts, "For the missing tide!" Tackles Salaries and is going to try to athletics away.
I'm keeping my gold piece because I did not get to give it to her.
He trips and falls. Nobody does anything. If you guys don't do anything, he'll have another chance to get away, but it may look suspicious.
I am going to pull out my rapier and stab at him, purposefully missing.
Okay. And he'll roll again. He gets back up. He rolled a 2 and then a 4. Stop resisting. All right. Do something else to make it seem convincing. Somebody else.
I reach back behind my back to pull out my battle axe.
Okay.
And as I draw it over, I drop it.
All right. He finally actually makes a decent roll and gets away. Everybody's like freaking out because like none of them can like don't want to fight this guy.
I'm going to pull my rapier out of the ground and say, I will catch them, and I'm going to run after them, purposefully making sure that I'm running slower than he's running so he's any distance on me.
They're all just kind of looking at each other like, what just happened? And one of them, as he runs off, says, "You guys, I don't know how you guys caught him in the first place. You guys are terrible.
We have spent many hours trying to catch up with you, and we are very tired."
Well, that tracks. All right. What do you guys do?
I'm running after Callum.
Okay, running after Callum.
Calm them down.
After we get out of like really like decent sight, I'm gonna pick up my speed to actually catch up with him once we're out of eyesight.
Okay. He's breathing very heavily.
I'm still in the store with the berserkers, so I
There's
can't
no
do
sword.
anything.
It's a hole in the tree.
They're just looking at you. They're like, all right, let's go back to camp.
Before they get back, I have started to make porridge.
Okay. So you guys are staying and making it look legit?
Yes.
Okay. Shortsleeve, you notice that Salaries does not seem to be as upset as she should be.
Are we at the place? Have we stopped running?
Yeah, you guys are stopped. She's just
shouldn't you be kicking, screaming, maybe crying, a little tear?
I mean, I am upset, but I mean, I don't think you guys are going to kill me because, like, why would you run? Like, I mean, he fell like twice, like fully on his face. And I feel like that would have been a good opportunity to kill me. But I don't know what this is about, but I don't want to go there, and I don't want to marry that man.
So don't.
I have to, but now
Why?
Well, okay, stop saying why. I'm going to explain. Well, honestly, like, you maybe have given me another opportunity. Like, maybe we could pretend I died, or you guys are the criminals. I don't really
Well,
know.
can our mage disappear her, illusion her? Do we got any of those spells in the mage college?
Well, I doubt. I can pretty much guarantee you've signed your name at some point.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
So
maybe we could
faking
try.
your death. It
Mhm.
would not be wise. What we could do.
Callum actually looks at you. What if we just? I mean, you guys aren't from here. You guys could just take her somewhere else. They'd never find her.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I have friends in the South. Do you like the warm weather?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's better than here. But
How are you
most-
with spicy food?
Oh, hate it.
Ooh. Well, you might have to get used to it. We're okay. So we could take you south. I have friends in a certain town south
no.
of Soldas.
If you guys have read my short stories, one of the short stories, he's talking about Unconfito, which is maybe the worst place in this world. But I will tell you what, this is about the time we had scheduled. We have a good resolution. Souries has been absconded with. These guys are free of suspicion because of disc golf. And honestly, I was really expecting them to do the murder plot and actually just straight up murder her. So I'm very proud of the moral compass of this group of ragtag people. Well, guys, it's been an Author and Adventures episode 1. I think it went well. I hope you guys had fun playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you are interested in following along with us, we are at www.willowwraithpress.com. There you can find my books, as well as Andrew's, as well as Bill and Dewey and Shortsleeve. Thank you for joining us as a guest player. It was a lot of fun. We need to do this again sometime soon.
Absolutely.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Good night,
All
y'all.
right. Have a good one.